Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Wild Wonders of Southern Africa. In this episode I'm going to show you how to build fish bridge. Now it's an aquarium bridge from one aquarium to the other one, but don't want to spoil the surprise, so have a look at the video. Right everyone, I started off by taking a gravel cleaner. As you can see, you can take the top off, and this is it. Now it's a clear PVC pipe. I then took two 50mm 90-degree elbow joints, and guess what? They fit perfectly. Right, so here's the one, and here's the other one. So the length of this is approximately what I wanted. So a see-through PVC pipe that I can see into. I then took some white PVC pipe because buying gravel cleaners is just that expensive. I didn't want to do that. So white PVC pipe is quite cheap. I took a guesstimate with just a plain saw. I then cut the piece that I wanted. Now cutting this makes a lot of mess. Now you can see here the carpet got really dirty and I had to clean all of this up before my wife got home. It's always a good thing to clean up after you do a DIY project, otherwise your spouse or the family members might not want you to do any more DIY work in your house. So after cutting this, I then had a piece that I could use, but it had some sharp edges at the end where I cut it. So what I did was I took some fine sandpaper. You can see here, that's the sandpaper I used, and I just smoothed it out, getting rid of all of those extra pieces that might get into the aquarium. I didn't like that. Smoothing it out so it is nice and it will fit nicely. I also took the sandpaper and I smoothed out the edges of all of the pipe work that I'm working with, so that when I want to seal it later on, it won't just pull off. You can see fits nicely into the 90-degree elbow. These are 50mm joints and 50mm pipes, so they really fit onto one another quite nicely. Okay, so this looks like it will work. Right. I then did another guesstimate with the other pipe. I wanted to lift this one a little bit higher up so that it sort of comes out in the middle of the little tank. Now these two tanks are really just a holding tank. They're actually my medicine tanks for my larger tanks, and I'm holding the fish in them for the moment because we have winter in South Africa and it's quite cold. So my pond where these fish actually come from, it's just too cold for the fish in there. Okay, so same thing as what I did with the other pipe. Cut it into the piece I wanted, and then I took the piece of sandpaper and smoothed out the edges. You can see I sped up the video in a lot of the parts so that it's not too long for you to watch. Getting rid of all of the extra pieces of plastic. Okay, and that's the last 90-degree elbow joint going on. Have a quick guesstimate how it's going to look like, and that's it. Right, now the next step is take everything apart and then cutting holes into the little plastic hoods of the tanks. Now, I just used a normal knife, but you can use a drill. That will make for a much better looking hole. So like I said, these two little tanks are my just exploration tanks. I do all of my little features and DIY projects on them. So I know I don't have to stress too much about what it looks like. It's just to see if it works. Okay, so the pipe fits in perfectly on that side. A quick guesstimate again where I want to do the hole, and do a quick cut out on this side also. So while I'm waiting, I just want to say a big thanks to Mike Angel for the nice words you said to me on your channel, man. It's really, really nice. I do appreciate it. I still love that Oscar of yours. It's amazing. And also, Chefcoop69 Cooper, he's got a contest going, and I just want to do a quick entry via this video. I hope that's okay. Chef, you said I just have to upload a video saying where I'm from. I'm from South Africa, and a little bit about myself. I am a nature freak, and I'm an aquarist from South Africa. So basically, I love anything to do with aquariums, anything to do with nature, and you will see that on my channel. So obviously you guys have to subscribe to his channel to enter this amazing competition, but check out his channel. I have a link in the description below. And then also Robert Reese, your contest is just to subscribe to your channel, and I did that a while ago, my friend, and I hope everyone else will do that also. Back to the video. This is marine silicone. What I did here was I just took all of the parts that now fit really amazingly onto one another, and I gave it a small thin layer of silicone on the inside, as you can see here. Just squirting a little bit of marine silicone. Now remember to use aquarium safe silicone, guys. I also did a layer of silicone around the pipes, as you can see where they fit into one another, just over that. Now you have to remember that the weight of the water inside these pipes, it's quite a bit of weight, so when they pull down it might create edges at the top where air can leak in. Now remember that this is not where water is going to escape. Air is going to leak in. The water is just going to flow down the pipe back into the tanks. I don't want to create an air vacuum inside. That means all of the water is just going to flow back into the tanks, and yeah, don't want that. So quickly seal it, and this is what it looks like. So here I'm showing you how to get the air out of it. Just take a normal little pipe. This little pipe I had laying around, and what I did, I took a little non-return valve, air valve, there you can see it, and I placed a little bit of polystyrene so it floats to the top. Stick it into your PVC piping all the way to the top. If I can get it all the way to the top, that's not as easy as it looks, folks. Get it all the way to the top there, and then you just suck out the air. Now the non-return valve helps so that the water and air don't rush back out of the little white pipe. So I keep on sucking there. I can show you the water level going in and finally over into the other tank. Now you will see both levels of water in the tanks will drop as the water gets sucked up into the pipe and the air gets sucked out. Okay, now here what I'm showing you here is basically the filter that I built on the other side, pumping water from the one side to the other side. Now I just took an old air corner filter, placed a little aquarium pump in there, drilled a hole on the side, got a nice big pipe going through it. Here I'm gonna plan to get the electrical cording out the top, and I used the sponge filter at the top to just seal it, the whole thing. So what I did want to do there is pump water from the one side over to the other tank so that it creates a cycle. So when the water drops on the tank on the right hand side, it will create a vacuum, and the water will then flow through my bridge back into the tank on the right hand side. So from the left to the right and from the right to the left. That creates a nice cycle so that the water in the pipe, in the bridge, does not become stagnant. Now obviously a lot of water has gone out of both tanks, so I managed to do a little water change. Now always remember to use AquaSafe to get the chlorine out. It's got a nice dechlorinator in it. There I also just had a little bit of a polystyrene support there, and you can also see I've got braces at the top. Now here I was unlucky enough and lucky enough to see that the brittlenose plick went in from the one side, and here you can see him on the other side, but I did not manage to catch him in the middle. And I was hoping that the other fish would do that also, but I had to wait a whole day. I thought my snail would go through, but it just hanged around the front end of the one pipe and then moved out again. But then I was really lucky to catch this little guppy in the middle of the pipe. So caught him here as he swam through from the one side and down out from the other side. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's quite easy to build an aquarium bridge, and all you need is a little bit of plastic. I used the 55mm PVC piping. You can get that at any hardware store. Now, a big shout out to all of the guys that I mentioned in my video, and I hope that this video will give you guys some more subscribers also. Now remember, for the guys that have just seen this video, I have a lot of other videos, hopefully just as awesome as this one for you. So click on your right bottom hand corner if you're on YouTube, on my little face there, that will subscribe you automatically. Otherwise, open this up in YouTube and subscribe there. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.